How great power China is. China is seen as an alternative to the US. But China's GDP is $5.59 trillion less than America's GDP. According to the World Bank, China is the world's largest economy in terms of purchasing power. But we also have to consider that China's GDP is $5.59 trillion less than that of the United States, but China has such a large economy with a population of 1.4 billion, while the United States is getting such a large GDP from a population of only 34 million, which means that America has more brainpower than China. From a political point of view, the permanent membership of the Security Council in the United Nations greatly increases China's political stature. But looking at it another way, China is the largest economy in the world, even bigger than the United States, as the United States pays 97% of its GDP in debt, while China foreign debt is only 13%. China has foreign reserves of $3.3 trillion, which is the highest in the world. The second country after China that has more foreign reserves is Japan, but Japan's foreign reserves are less than half of China's, which means that the Chinese economy stands on a much stronger footing than the American economy. From a defense point of view, China has the largest active army in the world in the number of 2 million. But in the National Power Index, China is not considered the world's largest military power, but is considered the third largest global military power after the United States and Russia. The main reason for this is that China lags behind the United States and Russia in science and technology. China's defense budget is $215 billion, which is much less than the $877 billion of the United States, despite the fact that China is developing weapons comparable to the United States and Russia in its own country. China's new mega-project One Belt One Road and its associated major projects like CPAC have sounded a new world order in the world. China does not give the impression that it is going to end America's superpower status. But America knows that when these projects of China are completed, China will have to build a military base in every important location to protect them, the first example of which is China's first military base in the African country of Djibouti. Excellent relations with Russia and Pakistan are also China's strength. Bad relations with India and disputes over eastern islands are China's weakness. But China is using its economic and research power to build new islands and new military bases at sea to solve the problems of the East Sea with a combination of both power and wisdom. So is China a world power? So the short answer is that China is undoubtedly a world power, but it is not yet a power comparable to the United States.